Now, as I was going on YouTube to go watch my favorite video, I found something that caught my attention. Now, of course, by looking at the title and thumbnail, I knew I just had to click on it. Whoa, wait a second, WolfieChew. After seeing that title, I was thinking to myself, this can't be a video about Senpai WolfieChew Kawaii OOXD subscribe to Sweeto Tunes, the one and only. But it was about relatively tame LollyChew. But before I talk about how Crizon copied me, let's talk about how Papatimmy copied Crizon. Now, I can already hear someone probably saying to the computer screen, but Steve, doesn't Papatimmy have more subscribers than Crizon? Wouldn't it make more sense that Crizon copied Papatimmy? Yes, it would make more sense that Crizon copied Papatimmy. But you see, Dent-HeadTimmy's video came out just a few days after Crizon's. In fact, just by looking at the dates, you can see that Papatimmy's video came out 4 days after Crizon's. And guess what, viewer? That's not even the juicy part of it all. Not only does the dates stack against him, but his video does too. And if you want to see what I mean, I'll compare them to you. And you can see for yourself about how Papatimmy was copying Crizon.
WolfieChew has a high-pitched voice, and it's likely fake.
This is WolfieChew, and I get a lot of comments about my voice.
Yeah, of course you do. It's so obviously fake. Of course you're gonna get comments about that.
You might think that having a voice like this probably meant that I got bullied a lot growing up. But nope, nobody really cared back then. There was this one girl in high school who started picking on me a bit though.
But I thought you said that you weren't bullied as a kid. This is making it seem as if you're lying about your stories.
Like, she's in so deep, she's so invested with this lie that it's her real voice, she even made a video about it. Which is no doubt filled with total bullshit. This is just one of the many things that contributes to me not liking WolfieChew. But yeah, let's watch this video.
You might think that having a voice like this probably meant that I got bullied a lot growing up. But nope, nobody really cared back then.
Really? I find that hard to believe.
Not only because you talk like this,
but because you literally tell a story about being bullied because of your voice. In this video.
There was this one girl in high school who started picking on me a bit though.
Why are you acting as if a face reveal will kill your channel? Most people would not mind. Or is it because the voice you're using is fake? Fun fact. By simply looking up WolfieChew face reveal, I found it.
So to find the answers that we seek, we hired an expert team of hackers to find out what WolfieChew actually looks like. After weeks upon weeks of tirelessly searching far and wide for the truth, we finally got it. This is WolfieChew. I'm not actually gonna show the face. I feel like that's kind of fucked up, but I will share the methods my team of hackers, my expert state-of-the-art hackers used to find her face. All you gotta do is, literally just Google it.
WolfieChew likes to use fake tags in a lot of her videos, and for some reason adding the word face reveal to a lot of her videos for no reason.
Wait a second. Wolfie puts face reveal in the tags of all of her videos. Oh, okay. I get it now. She wants you to feel sorry for her while cashing in on the whole face reveal thing.
Do not bully people. Do not bully people. Do not bully people.
Now, after showing you the evidence that Papatimmy copied Crizon, or at least was inspired by Crizon, you might be thinking, how did Crizon copy me? Now, if you had watched the examples I gave, and watched my first 2 WolfieChew videos, you could probably see how Crizon copied, or at least was inspired by me. But for those who haven't watched mine or Crizon's videos, let me give some examples for you.
You might think that having a voice like this probably meant that I got bullied a lot growing up. But nope, nobody really cared back then. There was this one girl in high school who started picking on me a bit though. The next day though, she suddenly came up to me in the bathroom. This time she had a group of friends of her. They all cornered me as I was trying to leave.
right?
The girl started to talk to me. She was asking me questions like, "What's your name?" or "How old are you?" And whenever I answered, she would repeat what I said to the other girls and try to imitate my voice while they all just laughed. I remember being really upset by this because my voice is something that I can't change about myself.
Was I the only one who heard that you didn't get bullied in school?
You might think that having a voice like this probably meant that I got bullied a lot growing up, but nope. Nobody really cared back then.
This is only one of the reasons why I think these stories are fake.
Also, there's this video. So let's watch it.
You might think that having a voice like this probably meant that I got bullied a lot growing up, but nope. Nobody really cared back then. There was this one girl in high school who started picking on me a bit though. I actually accidentally ran into her in the hallway. We just apologized to each other, and then she stopped me as I was about to walk away, and she put her hand on my cheek and said, "You're really pretty. You look like a little porcelain doll." I thought that was kind of weird, but I took it as her trying to give me a compliment, and I just carried on with my day.
But I thought you said that you weren't bullied as a kid. This is making it seem as if you're lying about your stories.
Listen, difference between me and you. What I say, I fucking do. You knocking on my YouTube, you retired, still got more than you. Set your sights for the sun.
Let's take a crack at her tags. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Wolfie Chew rant, Sugar kidnap, Sugar surprise Halloween adoption, The Odd Ones Out school stories, Jaden Animations living with Ari, Odd Ones Out Academy, blah blah, I don't care. Oh, look at that, we got the classic old Wolfie Chew face reveal.
Wolfie Chew likes to use fake tags in a lot of her videos and for some reason, adding the titles of other videos, purposefully misspelling her name, adding the word face reveal to a lot of her videos for no reason, and even sometimes adding the Odd Ones Out, Jaden Animations and Domix in the tags for views and tricking the algorithm into giving the video to more people.
Took an L but turned my losses into learning. In the end I'm earning. Sub count picking turning.
Now, Wolfie Chew, I know how much you love anime, but if I wanted to see the anime art style, I would have watched an anime. So how about you change your art style to something more original, something more rare?
I'd say that her art style is bland and unoriginal, but the unoriginal part sort of doesn't make sense. Since I haven't seen any Storytime animator have a thin-line chibi anime style. But outside Storytime animation, her art style is unoriginal.
Took the pain watching my views climb while I hey, you can stay now while I stay.
So what I mean by entertainment over visual pleasure, I mean like if I am less bored, if I am more entertained at watching a still image than I am at watching your videos, that's a bad thing. Now what I mean by that, I mean like watching like one of those scary true story kind of videos. Those things are entertaining, but they don't really have much to watch or look at. But yet they're still entertaining. And like Bruce 2 Films, their drawings look like they've been done by a 2-year-old, but they still crack me up nonetheless.
Her videos aren't entertaining since there's barely any jokes in her videos and they're generally boring to watch.
Oops. Now before I go talk about how Crizon copied me, I wanted to show you this clip first and talk about it.
Here's me disproving some of the points from both videos. Rant videos will have a red border, meanwhile defense videos will have a blue border. Enjoy.
Now, Wolfie Chew, I see what you're trying to do in your animation moves with the softcore porn crowd. Like, no, don't do that. That's not how you appeal to all audience. Excuse me, what? You took the clip out of context!
What did I say? Slip the bait, you clown on yourself by reacting to memes. You ever get trolled, you don't affect me. Watch my subs soar, my it's a wreck.
Now, Wolfie Chew, I see what you're trying to do in your animation means with the softcore porn crowd. Like, no, don't do that. That's not how you appeal to all audience. Here, let me give you an example on how you appeal to all audiences and a few tips on how you should change what you do to appeal to all audiences. An example, Young Dong the Sauce God explained sex with cooking, I guess you could say, but that was to keep it family friendly, but yet still everyone knows what he meant by
boy was in the kitchen straight chefing.
So do you see what I mean by this? I wonder what the difference could possibly be. I don't know, maybe it was because I gave an example of what I meant. It's quite possible that in context I didn't really quite mean that. I thought there was a possibility to appeal to all audiences, but I was saying saying that there was a possibility to up the age range instead of just going for like young adolescents to maybe a wider and more mature audience. But yes, indeed, I should have worded it better. But that wasn't the only reason why I showed that clip. I mean, like, if I am less bored, if I am more entertained.
Her videos aren't entertaining since there's barely any jokes in her videos and they're generally boring to watch.
Don't worry, he worded some things differently than mine. And like Bruce 2 Films, their drawings look like they've been done by a 2-year-old, but they still crack me up nonetheless.
Her videos aren't entertaining since there's barely any jokes in her videos and they're generally boring to watch.
Now, Wolfichu, do you understand what I mean by entertainment over visual pleasure? Well, I'm sure that Crizon knew what I meant. But Steve, how do you know that he even watched your video in the first place? Have you even been watching this video?
So, for the rants and defense part of the video, I made 4 playlists, which includes wolf issue defense videos, wolf issue rant videos, videos from both types which I found to be bad, and the same thing for good videos. Here's me disproving some of the points from both videos. Rant videos will have a red border, meanwhile defense videos will have a blue border. Enjoy.
Now, Wolfichu, I see what you're trying to do in your animation moves with that softcore porn crowd. Like, no, don't do that. That's not how you appeal to all audience. Oh. Now, of course, there is indeed a slight chance that this could all be one big coincidence, but that's practically 1%, especially from all the evidence that I gave. I mean, it's not like bigger channels don't copy smaller channels.
The most ironic thing in this entire situation is the fact how I did not steal from PewDiePie, and PewDiePie did not steal from me. We both stole from Slazo.
But you want to know the real reason why I'm making this video? Do you? Very simple. Even at 2,000 subscribers, as little as that sub count is, even at 2,000 subscribers, I have to deal with brainlets. Like, how much of a denthead do you have to be to think that I copied Papatimmy? You'd have to be more of a denthead than Wolfichu's characters than to think I copied Papatimmy.
But obviously this doesn't work vice versa. You could have a really good topic, talk about it, and then have a bigger YouTuber nab it and talk about it, and no one will call them a copy because your audience is much smaller.
And sure, you can go ahead and say that I copied Soccer Turtles, but the problem with that argument is that, well, you see, that's wrong. I'm also mentioning this because someone thought I had unoriginal arguments, almost claiming that I stole from Soccer Turtles' video. I'm not claiming simply everyone who made a Wolfichu video rant copied me. No. For example, James and Bucket Lord's videos had both pretty original arguments. Bucket Lord's being how Wolfichu's fanbase is toxic, and James being how Wolfichu's voice changed from her first video to Wolfichu's latest video at the time of his video being made. However, Crizon did have 2 original arguments, although being bad ones, but original arguments. However, Papatimmy did not have an original argument. To be honest, this can be like the Mick Jones situation. Which, by the way, no hate to Mick Jones, he seems like a cool guy, and you should check out his video on Terry TV. He did a much better job on explaining how his stories were fake. But we have proof in Crizon's second video that he was aware of my video. So, you know, I mean, like, it can't really be completely like that. Anyways, this video isn't really about Crizon or Papatimmy. It's more about those who think I'm unoriginal. When I make arguments and points, those are usually things that I think are original, and if I'm repeating something that someone already said or something that I have already said, then that means I think that point or argument still needs to be talked about. Like about how Wolfichu contradicted herself in the Living With My Voice video. That point had been debunked over and over again in my comment section, yet Crizon and Papatimmy still felt the need to once again make this point again. But does this debunking change my mind about if her stories are fake? Nope! There are still reasons why I think Wolfichu's stories, or at least some of them, are fake, which I'll talk about in a different video. Maybe. But yet, they, Crizon and Papatimmy, use it to say her voice is fake, which I think is pretty retarded, by the way. Because you can fake your stories without your voice being fake, but with the proof of Wolfichu's voice being fake, pretty much mean that her story about her feel bad for me story was, like, fake? Yes? Kinda, yep, pretty much the answer is yes. Okay, now I'm getting off topic. But in the end, I'm not offended that Crizon or Papatimmy or whoever copied me. I am in fact quite flattered. What I am offended about is that people think I copied Soccer Turtles, Crizon, or Papatimmy. That's what I'm mad about. And I made this video to clarify that I didn't copy these people. So if you're one of those people who thought that I copied them, I hope this video changed your mind. Anyways, I'm SteveDender, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Also, Crizon, can you tell me if I got on the good boy list?
Shut the f up, Steve!
That's it, Michael. 10 lashes across the face for you.
Just all about this money, I don't think about no thought. Girl, you don't know about me, so get off my fucking D. Born and raised in the dot, this is real as you gon' see. Girl, you don't know about me, so